What up, all? I'm Elizabeth Finster, but you can call me Bessie, and I'm 17 years old. This is the story of how I went from the lesser stepdaughter to the lost princess of the faraway kingdom. I grew up with a mother who straight up detests me with every fiber of her being. When I was a kid, she made it her life's goal to do as little for me as possible. She forces me to cook and clean for her, otherwise, she will put me in the dungeon. Well, at least she had the decency to send me to school, even if it was to avoid going to prison for neglect. I was 13 when the young family moved into our lives. I peeked out to see the twins, Tuesday and Rebecca. They were a few weeks older than me, and they loved wearing flashy outfits like they're models or something.
That's because we are models.
As well as pageant queens.
Mom saw me staring like a creep and got upset. She confidently called up my name and proceeded to introduce me to each person.
This here's my lover boy, Chandler.
She pointed at the man standing in front of me.
From now on, you call him Dad. Got it?
And I heard that Becky's older than Tuesday's by 30 seconds. Anywho, I thought I had a complete family for gaining a dad and a pair of older sisters. But nope. Ever since their first day with us, my life became even more hellish than it already was. First of all, my workload increased tenfold. I had to wash Chandler's prized possession Ferrari every day. Although I didn't know the guy, Mom refused to hear another word about it. Why? Because Mom believed in this very simple rule.
Losers who don't work, neither shall they eat.
And each time, the girls would make fun of me with vicious grins on their faces. Like my mother, they find pleasure in making me suffer.
Just look at her, Bex. Ain't she a dork?
Totally, Tuesday. It's high time someone teaches her a lesson around here.
Mom would only give wholesome food to my new half-sisters, while I only get the scraps, looking at their sickly sweet smiles as they graciously thank them. I can tell that they were faker than a store-bought jewelry piece. I mean, come on. How on God's green earth could Mom be pissed off with me for nothing, while prioritizing two girls from another family and giving them all the TLC a mother could give? I'm her frickin' daughter, for duck's sake. As per Chandler, whenever he gets home from work, he brings home designer clothes, bags, and shoes for his daughters, expensive jewelry for Mom, and absolutely nothing for me. Every time that happened, he would gently rub my back to console me.
There, Bess. Next time I'll definitely remember to buy you something.
Oh, come on, Shandy. There's no need to do that.
That gave Tuesday and Becky a perfect chance to laugh at me even more. That's fine because I was destined to be unlovable from the start. Last spring, to celebrate Becky's pageant victory, Mom and Chandler organized a trip to the American Dream Mall in New Jersey, Disney World in Perry, and Warner Brothers Movie World in Australia. Unfortunately, me and Tuesday still had school, so we had to stay behind. Before they shoved off, they handed me a magic key that could open many doors for the house, so I can move in and out of every room just for me to clean. One time, I must have misplaced the key somewhere. Mom said she'd never forgive me if I even dared to lose it. Just as I was about to give up and succumb to my fate.
Looking for this girlfriend?
Oh my God, Tuesday, where did you find that?
It was in the laundry room. Stupid?
And with that, I graciously thanked Tuesday before taking the key from her. I thought now that I was reunited with the key, I was in the clear. But no. 3 weeks later, Mom, Chandler, and Becky have returned. They happily went upstairs after greeting Tuesday, ignoring me, of course, carrying suitcases filled with souvenirs and goodies. Minutes later, Mom let out a blood-curdling scream.
Oh, hell no!
I couldn't forget the excruciating sound of my mom's heels clicking. Did I forget to clean one of the bedrooms? Nah. I remember cleaning every speck of dirt everywhere as neatly as possible.
I knew you had the cash, so cough it up.
I immediately froze after listening to her. Looking at her as innocently as can be, I defended myself. Mom, you know that I could never steal a thing.
Stop lying, ratbag. You're responsible for the magic key I gave you, remember?
You know what, Mom? I just saw Bessie rummaging through your money box yesterday. I don't know the amount, but she probably took several $100,000.
What the hell? You petty thief, after all I've done for you.
Mom kept screaming at me for like 45 minutes, although she knew that I was not the one to steal stuff. After that, she sentenced me to move the very little stuff I owned to the dungeon. I was always afraid of that place, and everyone knew it.
Dinner time for the prisoner.
I have only a hunk of old stale bread during my meals. I just wish Mom would believe and respect me for once in her life. As for school life, ever since Becky and Tuesday got transferred, they instantly became popular. Even my closest friends couldn't shut up about them.
Oh my god. Tuesday got me the golden show shoes I wanted. Can you beat that?
Yes, I could, because Becca got me a beautiful makeup kit and gave me very useful fashion advices. I gotta say, you should be very lucky you have stepsisters like the young twins.
Yeah, very lucky. Even when we're on break, the twins would cease at nothing to humiliate me in front of the class.
Looks like we have a real-life cow in our class.
Oh my actual god, no wonder your name is Bessie. Or should I say Bossy?
Bossy, 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 you stupid, stupid cow. Can't you see the people around you wanted nothing to do with you in the first place?
I began to hate school because of those two. The worst part was that they spread rumors about the key incident to the whole school. As of then, the humiliation for my peers grew and grew. Afterwards, everything in the house went quiet. I was seen as a ghost in my own house. They didn't talk to me, and I, in turn, didn't talk to them. The young sisters were laughing about the rumors they spread throughout the school and trying to come up with more. Mom and Chandler, on the other hand, were seen on the deck, laughing, singing, and flirting with each other.
Idiot! 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 Idiot!
3 months in, and it was the girls' sweet 16. Mom and Chandler were throwing them an extravagant fashion-themed party. Let me tell you, it was packed. The party consisted of relatives from the young side, the snobby classmates who bullied me, and my parents' fancy friends. Mom pulled me in for a little chat.
Now listen here. Don't, I repeat, don't even think about embarrassing us, see?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
And the only way to do that is to stay as far away from the party as possible. Is that clear?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Good. Have a nice evening.
Later that evening, I heard talk that they had a candy buffet, including a beautiful 3-layered cake that every kid craved. That made me so hungry. So without anyone knowing, I snuck into the party to check it out. And maybe take a few pieces of candy and a tiny piece of cake. Oh my god, the super-duper triple-decker vanilla chocolate cake. I just gotta have a piece of that masterpiece. Suddenly, Becky and Tuesday happened to notice me staring at the cake.
Well, well, well. If it ain't Bossy the cow. We saw what you're trying to do.
Yeah, if you think you're gonna get a slither of that cake, you're like dead wrong.
I gotta say, because of that horrible, terrible, very bad, no good key kerfuffle, I don't view those overly pampered bullies as my stepsisters anymore. Suddenly, 2 of their evil friends shrieked so loudly that it literally spooked me, and I accidentally landed on the cake. Gasps filled the room. I was frantic when Mom and Chandler stormed in.
You uncultured scumbag. How dare you ruin the best day of Becky and Tuesday's lives? I thought I told you you were uninvited to the party and to stay the hell away. That's it. Come along with me. You'll be staying in the dungeon until you're 18, and after that, you'll get out of this house and stay out. Do I make myself clear? Good night.
Good golly, Miss Molly on rye. I can't believe she hit me again. I can still feel the burning sensation. The next day, the door didn't open. I guess Mom was serious about me staying in the dungeon with little to no food or water for the next 2.5 years. 2 months have passed like that. And I figured that was it. I can't sit idly by and starve while her mom and her stupid new family have all the fun. Luckily for me, one of the rats I'm friends with snuck me that magic key from earlier in the story. Once they're finally sound asleep, I quietly inserted the key to the lock, and I was out of there faster than you can say, Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Lahoo, Zahers. It was pretty unclear how far I could go because I was too exhausted due to 2 months' worth of lacked nourishment. And so, I fainted. Huh? Where am I? What kind of hospital is this?
Oh, good. You're awake.
Let me ask again. What kind of place is this?
Oh, my word. Where are my manners? I'm Lydia Puzzles, the head maid of the Cutthroat Kingdom.
Cutthroat Kingdom? I heard lots of stories about that place during my elementary years, and I thought it only existed in fairy tales.
Newsflash, hun. The Cutthroat Kingdom is as real as the beautiful hair on your head. And guess what? You, young lady, are our lost princess.
Nani?